Britain is gripped by binge drinking fever. Consumption's gone up a third in a decade. Now the government's told the booze business they must put their house in order. But are they doing enough?
The industry is going to have to take reasonably dramatic action to convince policymakers that they are serious about tackling this issue.
But like any business, they need to maximise profits. The latest money spinners to hit the bars are spirits-based shots.
The shop market has absolutely gone through the roof, and really it's been a godsend to the retailers.
Consumers on the front line say sensible drinking messages are not hitting home.
I'm not really sensing that the alcohol industry are really pushing us to drink less, to be honest.
Tonight on the Money Programme, in the first of a two-part series on the booze business, we investigate the drive for responsible drinking and ask, is that really possible for an industry that's on the up again thanks to rising spirit sales? Newcastle, the UK's boomtown, a haven for bright young professionals looking for a night on the tiles. Take Laura, a fourth-year medic who likes a drink or three.
If I'm drinking sensibly, it would be 3 or 4 units, and if I didn't particularly care how much I was drinking, and I didn't mind what state I was in, then probably getting on for 10 or more units a night.
And her friend, Kickboxing Kim, who also happens to work in insurance. Her favourite tipple's vodka.
It mixes really well with Coke, and also it's not as fattening as some of the other spirits.
Then there's Vicky, Kim's friend from school. She's happy to splash the cash for a good night out.
On drinks, usually about £20, probably £15 to £20, but then you've got taxi money and things like that, so it usually comes to around about £30.
And finally, feisty Sarah. For her, nothing gets in the way of a good bonding session with her mates.
Most important thing, just having a laugh with your friends and getting dressed up and just having a good time, basically.
For these girls, booze is a crucial component in their Sex and the City lifestyle. So roll on 7 o'clock Thursday night. The girls are gearing up for a big one. And so are the 200 bars crammed into Newcastle city centre, like Shishi Tiger Tiger, a success story in the UK bar scene. On a busy night in the UK, £50 million worth of alcohol is sold over the bar. In Newcastle alone, eager punters will spend up to £3 million.
Should we get 2 jugs of cocktail?
Yeah, if you want to.
And these young independent women are ideal customers for the industry.
It's £11.50 for a jug, so that's like £34.50.
Right, and alcohol.
To kickstart the evening, the gang have gone for cocktails with exotic names, like Woo Woo and Sunshine. To the Philistine, that means lots of spirits and fruit in big jugs.
£2.50, please.
The plastic's out already to handle the £20 tab for the first round. On a busy night, Tiger Tiger will rake in well over £30,000.
There you go, thanks very much. Harry?
For the girls, alcohol is of course only one essential ingredient for a fun evening.
Good company, nice atmosphere, good lively atmosphere, somewhere that's fairly friendly and good music.
I think the music's really important.
Yeah.
But for an alarming number of people, alcohol, and lots of it, is all that matters for a night on the town. Antisocial behaviour caused by binge drinking is creating one hell of a hangover for the drinks industry. It's now become an acute problem amongst young women. A third of 20-something females in the UK are binge drinkers.
We've got 2 people down here with injuries, sort of semi-conscious. Can we have 2 ambulances?
In their recent alcohol strategy, the government ordered the whole industry to get its house in order or face a serious clampdown. Even some drinks company bosses agree tough action is needed.
Binge drinking is not a completely new phenomenon in this country.
It's just that the opportunity for it and the way it's handled have changed. So I think there's a case of saying, let's get it right, guys.
One government solution to the problem is to extend licensing hours next year to create, they say, a more continental approach to drinking, but they insist the real onus is on the industry. To ram the message home, the Prime Minister went to see the world's biggest drinks company, suppliers of favourite brands Johnny Walker, Baileys and Smirnoff. Diageo enjoy a turnover of nearly £9 billion a year.
What we're trying to do as a government is to, one, make sure that we give people, as I say, the freedom that they require in any sensible society, so that more flexible licensing hours and so on come in. Secondly, however, to say that we are going to give the police and the local communities the powers they need to deal with an irresponsible minority of people who abuse that freedom. And thirdly, to say, there's the industry, that we want to work with you to try and make this happen in a sensible way and to engage you in trying to deal with the problems of abuse and excess.
The government have been very keen to work with us and include us in the discussions, and I think they have responded well to us coming along to the meetings, making positive moves.